Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Strut the Hustle. Today we had Jazz Bogues, who is a fashion designer and the owner of Joe May Apparel. Welcome on, Jazz. How are you?
Hey, guys. I'm doing good, doing good. How are
I
you?
am doing well. Thank you for coming on. So I guess we can just get started and get into the first question. So you're a fashion designer. Can you talk a little bit
Mhm.
about how you got into the fashion industry? Was this like a childhood passion, or is this something that you just learned as you got older? How did you get into it?
Yeah, so it's cliche, but I've always had a passion for fashion, I guess you could say,
Okay.
since I was little. My mom introduced me to sewing and like really just expressing myself through clothing, and it just stuck pretty much. So it's been a childhood dream of mine. I've always said that I'll be a fashion designer, a stylist, something in the fashion industry. But the designing was the main one that really stuck to it because that's where the creativity is.
Now, how did you come up with Joe May Apparel? First of all, that's a cute name. So
Thank
how did you come
you.
up with the name and how did you just come up with the brand and what was that process like of putting together your own clothing line?
So the name took a very long time. Ironically, it was a name I came up with for a collaboration me and a friend were going to do, but we decided to do something else, and it didn't actually, come to life. But I liked the name so much, I just stuck with it for myself. It's a made-up word. Um, and in terms of like creating my brand, I've just always expressed myself through fashion. Um, I'm somebody who I put on whatever I want to wear. Like I don't really pay too much attention to society standards of what women should be wearing or what they deem acceptable for women. And that's pretty much what's the point of my brand is to promote woman confidence, wear what you want, feel confident, feel good, look good, no matter what. And that's pretty much the basis of Jomay. And that's why I have the tagline, Will you dare? Like, will you dare to step out of that comfort zone? Will you dare push these standards? Will you dare push, to do something a little different, stand out? So that's how it kind of just a little quick run through of how Jomay has come about. And then for my senior collection in college, that was like my debut of Jomay. I decided to just use my senior collection as the debut for Jomay as a whole.
Okay, and back in 2023, you actually announced that you had a collaboration with Shein.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, how were you able to get that collaboration? For those of you who don't know, Shein is actually a clothing brand, an e-commerce brand that specializes in fast fashion, and they have millions of subscribers that use their app. So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
So, can you talk a little bit about how you were able to get that collaboration?
It's like an application process. I saw it on social media and I was like, yeah, I could definitely do that. So I went through the research portion, trying to figure out how I can apply to it. I applied the first time, they denied me. Applied the second time, I didn't hear anything, so I hounded them until they accepted me. And then I'm not sure, most people don't know the process, but as if I were to have a manufacturer for Jomay, I create the designs, they get approved, I send over a tech pack, and then they do the manufacturing and help promote, and then I promote as well. So it was actually pretty cool. I was surprised that had an application process because so many people that weren't designers were really having collections, So, but it was a really cool experience, really great exposure as well for Jomay. I ended up doing two collections with them. I'm thinking about doing a third, but I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
okay. So we'll have to just
know.
wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do swim with them, but I always miss that deadline. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So This is a question that I ask everyone on here because this is basically the point of Strut the Hustle. We want to help other women who are aspiring to be in whatever career it is. So in your position, what is your words of advice for women looking to break into the fashion industry? Maybe they have a clothing brand, maybe they're thinking about starting one. What's your word of advice?
I would definitely say to just keep going and keep pushing yourself. Network like crazy. Fashion is a very, very hard industry to break through to. I think is the right phrase. Probably saying that wrong. But definitely like networking and discipline. It takes a lot of discipline. Like I'll be 100% transparent. I don't have the best discipline ever. And if you want to really grow your brand, you have to be consistent with constantly putting some things out. So staying true to yourself for sure, networking and having some kind of discipline and some kind of plan on where you want to go. But again, at the end of the day, fashion is an art. So you want to stay true to yourself. Try not to follow the trends too much. You become the trend. You put out what you want, and your people will come to you as they naturally should.
Great. And where can people find you or stay, connected with you if they want to shop some of your pieces from your brand?
Yeah, you can follow me on social media. Shop Jome is ShopJhome on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and Facebook is just Jome Apparel. And also, you can shop on my website, which is shopjome.com.
All righty, you guys heard that first. Make sure to check out her website, social media, so you can stay on top of her collections. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I have some new stuff coming for the summertime, and I'm introducing some more crochet. So if you like crochet, check me out, y'all.
All righty. Thank you so much, Jazz.
Thank you.
Later.
Later.
Bye, guys.